And you're working on the bottom skin down here, are you?
Yeah, that one's going on now, and then there's one more for the very bottom afterwards. So.
Will you be able to get that on without any more structure being put?
Yeah, we should be able to go for it now. That chest in the middle has to come out of the way, but yeah. As far as we can go on this car till we sort this out.
Yeah. And when you say sort it out,
that line there shows you the actual profile it should be. So the whole thing needs to move out.
Yeah.
A good quarter of an inch. Bob and John are looking at that anyway. So.
Yeah.
Until they get that into the right profile, I can't do the frames this way because it'll.
Yeah. Of course, this was badly distorted, wasn't it?
Yeah, got all crushed, so. Yeah. But once that's in the right profile, I can put the rest of the frames in.
Yeah.
There's only about 3 going, and then that's it.
And is this all right further
Yeah,
up?
the rest of it's all good. It's just on that one corner. That's why I've done the top bit because I know that profile is correct.
Yeah. On the 27, the transport joint was distorted at the bottom of the starboard section, about 1/4 of an inch. This was caused when the hangar roof in Manchester collapsed. This is now being straightened to the right profile, as Dave explains. So we've straightened this out. Now
Yeah, they came on Friday to straighten it out. So follow the profile. Yeah, profile. It should be, yeah.
Yeah. Hold on a bit. Want to go higher or lower?
A bit lower, don't we? There we are.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the original line there.
Yeah.
So a good 1/4 of an inch in move.
Oh, so that's good then.
Yep.
The booms and the spar, will you paint them before you put them in?
You can't put any paint on the threads.
No, I meant on the heads and on just underneath the heads.
No, I mean they'll just be cleaned up.
Yeah.
You know, the threads are clean, the underside of the thread, at the head of the nuts are clean. I mean, they're serviceable for the purpose that we're using them for.
Yeah.
Wherever possible.
Are those machined or are they a welded collar?
No, they would have been machined.
Machined, yeah. A lot of weight.
Yes, you would have had some young lady probably with a capstan.
Yeah.
And she'd have been, you know, turning the turret round, doing this bit, that bit, next bit.
Yeah.
We're going to be using soda blasting.
Soda blasting.
It's basically a very fine way of cleaning paint off skins like this.
Yeah.
Basically, we've got a container at the back that we've had converted to put an extraction system in and an air system. So this is a helmet.
Oh, it's as bad as that, is it?
Oh yeah. So that will provide the air supply to the helmet.
Yeah.
So we'll have an air supply coming in, it'll be diverted into tube.
Yeah.
That will go through a filtration system.
Where will this go? Into a place outside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
And when do you hope to get that up and running?
We're just waiting for an airline to be put into it.
Ed Stowe made a comment about the skin pins. What's the difference? US Cleco, British skin pins. On these skin pins, and he says, and then all colours are for different sizes.
That's right.
Oh, God. What colours are they? Do you know them off by heart?
Yeah. The copper colour, that colour,
Yeah.
is an 1/8.
Yeah.
Black is 532.
Yeah.
Silver is 332.
Yeah.
And gold colour is 316.
316. So just get those.
Yeah, just in the Cleco pins. That's all you use because all they are is just sprung loaded.
Yeah.
Then you go up from Cleco pins to wedge lock pins. So it's same principle.
Yeah.
But they're screw.
I see. Yeah.
See, and that's the length of that tang. That's the amount of material it will go through.
Oh yeah.
And then you get the shorter ones that will go through lesser material.
Yeah.
And it's exactly the same.
Same principle as the Clecos. Yeah, just got that little
Yeah, when you look on the Cleco, when you pull it, it's exactly the same as this.
Yeah.
See, look. But it's just a spring inside there, so when you release it, it automatically withdraws it.
Yeah. And those you have to wind up by.
Yeah, there's your wind. You know, you don't have to wind them by hand. There's a gun. I've got a gun, and there's also what they call a donut.
Yeah.
It's just like a grip inside, you know, like roller bearings type thing. And what it does is, it only grips one way. You put it on, it's got install, remove on it. So if you want to install it, you put it in, and as you wind it, it grips.
I see, yeah.
In one direction. So, and you can just rotate your hand like that.
And it winds it up or down?
Yeah, it just winds it in.
Yeah.
If you want to take it out, you have to turn it over, and it grips that way, and it'll wind it out.
Oh, it's a good idea, that, isn't it?
Yeah. That's the gun.
Oh, I see, yeah.
And you load them.
Yeah.
Load them in like that. Put them in. It's got exactly the same principle. You can see inside. You see the rollers?
Yeah.
Inside.
Yeah.
That's how it grips it.
Yeah.
And as you push it, it'll zip it up.
Oh yeah.
And then push it over it. You just do them up, and then as you bottom it, you mustn't rattle them in hard, because all it does is shears them off otherwise.
Yeah.
Do it, and then you just give it a little, once it's down, just give it a little pull on the end, and it just snugs it.
Yeah.
And it'll pull all your thick material all together, and it will be held tight.
Oh, they're good then, aren't they?
Oh yeah. I think they're about £5 a pin.
Yeah, I was going to say they'd be expensive.
Yeah. The big long ones are about £5 a pin.
What do they call the yellow pins you're screwing up now? They're not Clinko, are they? Cleco?
No, it's just no skin pins, that's all.
Just a skin pin.
Cleco ones are these ones, the gold ones.
Yeah.
Sprung loaded, spring pressure's fixed, but the British version is the gripper, which is yellow, which is an 1/8 of an inch, which is 3.2 millimetres. They're actually a bit more mandrolic, however you get a tighter grip on them. So when you're trying to pull structure together, these are actually more effective at pulling the skin tight together.
Yeah.
But of course, in World War II, when they were building B-52s and B-17s, Americans tended to use the Cleco, where the British use the gripper.
Yeah, it's easier
So
to do.
we use, as you can see on the outside here, we use a blended approach where we want to pull skins together. This is like a triple skin here.
Yeah.
They are excellent at providing the grip, and the American ones, the Clecos, are just using that now.
So are you coming up to the 3 skins here, are you?
Yeah, well in actual fact the whole of the door frame is triple skinned.
Yeah.
Because of the aperture, they've had to strengthen the outside, so this skin here has got 2 other reinforcing skins behind it all the way around,
Yeah.
which we've got manufactured.
British skin pins are colour coded. Black 316, blue 5/32, yellow, which is very prominent here, 1/8 of an inch diameter, and brown 7/64, red 3/32.
The radio with the seat words.
Can I ask you a question?
You can ask me a question.
Yeah, when you get the fuselage off, just Jane, the rear fuselage,
Yep.
how long will it take you to do? Will it take you to get it on the next year? Do you think it'll be a year?
It's very much unknown, which is really why we're doing this one first.
Yeah.
In theory, with how this has gone, in theory NX611 should be a lot easier.
Yeah.
Therefore, we should be able to turn it around in a year, put it back on the following year.
Yeah.
But we just don't know what we're going to come across. Like, we don't know how many formats you might have to remake or anything like that.
Yeah.
I mean, the rear section's obviously been done. The rear turret section.
Yeah. It says on Jane, isn't it? Yeah.
So the rest of it's fairly simple. It's just there's quite a lot of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
We know there's quite a few stringers to replace, but of course we've got all that extruded already, so it's just a case of cutting it and drilling it. So.
And what about the wing, the French wings finished?
Well, the original plan and hope was to have that finished to fit this coming winter.
Yeah.
Let's swap it over this winter, but the thing that we're waiting on now, what's going to hold the project up, is the extrusion that fits on the ribs themselves. On the French wing here, so that the U extrusion that rivets to the rib to reinforce the rib.
Yeah.
We need to get some extruded.
Yeah.
And that's what's going to hold the job up. So it's going to be depending on that whether it gets finished for this winter or not.
Yeah. So if it gets finished, you'll have this fuselage on and the wing on for the taxi season 23.
Yeah, next year's taxi
Keep your
season.
fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Good.
That's the hope.
Right. Thank you.
Okay.
When we went back to the car park, about 9 or 10 Rolls-Royce Silver Ghosts were just arriving.
Leave that undone.
They look great.
They do. They do. Have you got a pair this time?
What?
A pair of shoes?
Oh, I thought I'd dress up, for the Lancaster. Yeah, Lancaster.
Is that to stop people stealing it?
Yeah.
Don't blame you. Easy come off.
It does. I've only known about one person ever get one stolen, but
Yeah.
it's too late once it's gone, isn't
Yeah, it is.
It's not the fact we don't trust anybody, I just don't trust anybody. Really?